Hello my friends, hello again and welcome back to Pensando Inglés. I am Kyle. And here on the channel I bring you real English that you can understand, okay? And today I'm going to bring you real English, real intermediate level English in the form of random facts that will blow your mind. Okay? I'm going to share some wild facts with you guys, okay? I am sure you did not know most of these because I had no idea on most of these. So I do not think that the average person knows these weird facts, all right? Maybe you know a lot more about weird facts than I do, but I did not know about these. So we're going to get into some random facts that will blow your mind. But first, I want to say yesterday we did the first Pensando Inglés live. I think it was really fun. I want to thank those of you guys who were on there with me, who gave me comments and likes and supported the first Pensando Inglés live. It was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I want to ask you guys a question. Can you help me? Can you please help me? So, for the idea for my next live on the channel, I need your guys' help, okay? I dedicate myself every week to make videos to help you guys with your English, all right? So, now I need your help with my Spanish, all right? I'm going to Colombia later in this year, so I want to start practicing my speaking more and more, all right? When I get to Colombia, I want my speaking to be super good. So for the next live, I will be responding to questions that you guys ask me, but the rule is I can only speak in Spanish. All right. So guys, please give me a comment down below and ask me a question that you would like to hear me respond to in Spanish, all right? It could be anything. Funny questions, weird questions. Just try and make it a good question that I could give a deep answer to, okay, or a longer answer to, so that I could practice my speaking, all right? Please help me out, guys. I think that will be a super fun live. Okay, who's ready for some intermediate English and weird random facts that will blow your mind? I am. The world's oldest dog to ever live. How old do you think? How old do you think this dog was? This dog was 29 and 1/2 years old. 29 and a half year. Guys, that's a little bit younger than I am. I am 33 years old. This dog was almost 30. Wow. Guys, that is an old dog. Most dogs live 10 years, 13 years, 15 years is a super old dog, okay? I think I met a dog that was like 18 or 19 once, and she was super old. She could barely walk. This dog, the oldest dog that ever lived, wow. Super, super old. Now, perhaps even more interesting than that, the oldest cat that ever lived was 38. 5 years older than me. The oldest cat that ever lived was 38 years old. That is an old cat. Okay, here's another one that is actually quite interesting, and it makes you think. So it says most maps of the world are actually not right, okay? They are incorrect. They are very incorrect, all right? For example, most world maps make it look like Alaska and Brazil, the state Alaska and the country Brazil, are the same size, but that is not actually true. And there's a country called Greenland. I don't know if you guys know about Greenland, but it's up by Canada. And on the map, it's huge. It's huge, guys. Huge. But it is completely inaccurate. It's not right. On the maps, it is about 14 times, 14 veces. It looks 14 times bigger than it actually is in real life. So it makes you wonder, if all the maps that we learn about in school, or, that we see everywhere, if they're all wrong, what else is wrong? You never know, hoy en día, what's real and what's not. It's a strange world we live in, guys, and it's getting stranger every day. Here's another one. Comets. Comets. Comets, those things that fly through the sky. They smell like rotten eggs. Ew, ew. Rotten eggs, okay? How would you say rotten eggs? Huevos putridos? Or something like that? Comets smell like rotten eggs, okay? Those things, the big rocks that fall from space. Comets. They smell like rotten eggs. Ugh, old huevos. Okay, and that is because they are made up of a chemical called sulfur. Okay, sulfur. All right, guys. Let's see what else. Now that we know that comets smell like rotten eggs, what's another interesting fact that we can find? There's a lot of them on here, but I only want to tell you guys super interesting ones. All right, guys. Did you know that you can actually die? You can die from laughing. You can die from laughing too much, okay? So guys, let me tell you something. I am actually the funniest person on earth. I am so funny. So funny. But I do not tell you guys my best jokes because I do not want to kill you. So, I'm sorry, guys. I try and be a little bit funny, but I cannot let my real humor show because you guys might die. And I can't do that to my friends. Can't do it to you guys. My son would tell me, "Dad, you're not funny." Anyway, guys, people have died. People have died from laughing too much. They start laughing and they can't stop. You know how that is. Sometimes something is so funny you cannot stop laughing. You're crying. We say dying laughing. That's an expression like, "Oh, I'm dying laughing." But the truth is, people have died from laughing. You can suffocate, all right, from laughing. Suffocating means you can't breathe. Okay, suffocating. People have died from laughing too much. So be careful. All right, let's see. This one, guys, is interesting. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, the dinosaur. You guys know that one. Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? You know that dinosaur. It is actually possible and maybe even likely that T-Rexes, we call them T-Rexes, Tyrannosaurus Rexes, T-Rexes, that in real life, they had feathers. Okay? In China, a tyrannosaur skeleton, okay, a skeleton, those huesos, they found it in China. They found a skeleton of a tyrannosaur. And it had feathers on it, okay? I guess it was fossilized with fossilized feathers. So it is possible or likely that the T-Rex had feathers. And okay, you may think, well, that's cool, but why do I care? Why do I care? To me, it's an interesting fact because we really do not know what these creatures look like. There's famous movies like Jurassic Park, and we see the T-Rex that they made. But guys, the only thing we have, the only evidence we have of these creatures is their bones. We have no idea. No tenemos ni idea what their skin looked like, if they had skin, or if they had scales, or if they had feathers, okay? We have no idea what they look like. But we think, oh, they look like on Jurassic Park. That is just somebody's creative idea, okay? That is not a fact that they look like that. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, guys, your signature, tu firma, your signature, can actually say a lot about your personality, okay? They say that if a man has a large signature, si firma muy grande en el papel, it says that he might have higher social status and be better with women. Okay, because a big signature says confidence, all right? It says confidence. That's most likely a confident person. However, if a woman signs with a big signature, it likely means that she has narcissistic traits, okay? Narcissistic meaning she has a very high opinion of herself and she probably doesn't care that much about other people. I guess that this is because with a man, the masculine traits, the more masculine and strong and brave a man is, the more space he would take up. But a woman, a higher quality woman, we would think would be more modest and, small and pretty and things like that. So a woman that would do big and masculine like a man probably has those masculine traits, all right? So that's just my thoughts on it. Okay, guys, here's a kind of a funny one. 1 out of every 18 people, okay? Uno de cada 18 personas has a third nipple. Do you know what a nipple is? Okay, a nipple is the little things on your chest, okay? Your chest has 2 nipples. Normal people have 2. 1 out of every 18 people has a third one. So you have 1, 2, maybe 1 here. I don't know. 1 out of every 18 people has 3 nipples. You're welcome for that one. I know your life is going to be better now that you know that now that you know that if you talk to 18 people, 1 of them probably has a third nipple. You're welcome for that. ¿Qué más? Ooh, okay. Deaf people. To be deaf means that you cannot hear, okay? Cannot hear. Sordo, deaf. Deaf people. They often speak in sign language, okay? I do not know sign language, okay? But they talk with their hands. It has been proven that deaf people do sign language in their sleep. Now this makes sense. It makes sense because this is their way of expressing themselves. Now I'm not saying every time a deaf person goes to sleep he's just doing this. No. But on occasion, people who are not deaf and speak with their mouths, we can talk in our sleep, right? Sometimes I say something in my sleep. Sometimes I hear my wife. I've heard my son speak in his sleep. Deaf people sometimes express themselves in their sleep, but through their language, sign language. I found that one to be pretty interesting. Okay. What else is a good one? Oh. Should I tell you guys one that's kind of gross, asqueroso? Okay. Some poor lady in India, some poor lady from India was once constipated for 45 days. 45 días. She could not poop. Pobrecita. Constipated means that you cannot poop. 45 days, guys. And it says here that she had to go into surgery. They had to remove a piece of poop the size of a football, an American football, not a soccer ball, what we would say here, but American football. So she had something like this inside of her, and they had to remove it. Yuck. Okay, let's see. ¿Qué más? What else can I tell you guys? Let's see. There might be a cure for evil. All mammals get goosebumps. Football players spit so much because exercise increases the amount of protein in saliva. Some animals display autistic-like traits. You remember more dreams when you sleep badly. That one's kind of interesting. You remember more dreams when you sleep badly or poorly, okay? Now, I guess this makes sense because on nights when I only have a couple hours to sleep and I wake up and I go to the bathroom, I lay back down, I wake up, those are the ones where I remember all my dreams. But if I actually get a good night's sleep, which a lot of times I don't, but when I do, it's like I lay down and I wake up in the morning and I do not know what happened, okay? I don't remember any dreams. That one makes sense. Let's see what else. The longest anybody has held their breath. The longest anybody has held their breath underwater is over 24 minutes. 24 minutos. Wow. That's super impressive, guys. A Croatian man named Budimir Sobat held his breath for 24 and a half minutes. That's pretty good. That's incredible, actually. The most I ever held my breath was a little bit over 2 minutes. And I was really proud of that. And that was by doing Wim Hof breathing. Now, let's see. I'm going to find one more good one, guys, okay? One more good one and we'll call this a day. Okay, here's one, guys, that I don't know if I agree with, and I want to talk to you guys about it. It says Earth is 4.54 billion years old. And it says by using radiometric dating, whatever that means, I guess they're using radiation, scientists discovered that the Earth is 4.54 billion, or mil millón, okay? 5.4 billion years old. So this makes our planet half the age of the Milky Way galaxy, which they say is between 11 to 13 billion years old, and around a third of the age of the universe, which is 10 to 15 billion years old. Now, guys, this one, I think it's just ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous when scientists try and say how old the Earth is, how old the galaxy is, how old the universe is. I do not think there is any way that those guys actually know how old the universe is, okay? You know, they use carbon dating and things like that to test rocks. I don't see how they could possibly use any type of technology to accurately guess how old the Earth is. And they said that the 4.54 billion years old is, give or take, más o menos, 50 million years. So if they could be 50 million years off, how could they possibly make an estimate of how old the Earth is, and especially the universe? We have no idea how big the universe is. We have no idea how far it actually goes. How could they possibly have guessed how old the universe is when we do not even know its farthest points? That just seems absurd to me. So if I'm missing something and you are a super fan of science and you've studied this stuff and there is an accurate way that they could do this, please explain it to me in the comments, because I am not buying it. I do not believe it. Alright guys, that's all for today. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.
Por las noches yo estudio en mi cuarto en soledad. Internet es mi refugio. Compensando inglés hay paz. Cada lección es brillante, tanta pasión y claridad. No hay método más constante